Hello, my name is Jodeci Torres, and I'll be speaking about workplace interpersonal conflict in patient care. Interpersonal conflict affects patient care because it interrupts the necessary communication that is vital to a patient's care. This topic is important because interpersonal conflict happens within our daily lives. It's important to realize how it affects our patient's care when that conflict comes into the workplace. Some ideas that I will be discussed will be what sparks workplace interpersonal conflict, how this conflict can be dangerous within a healthcare setting, how can workplace conflict be monitored or prevented, benefits of constructive conflict, my experience with workplace interpersonal conflict. Workplace interpersonal conflict is often caused by poor communication during high-stress situations. These stressful situations arise more commonly within operating rooms, intensive care units, or emergency rooms. These specific areas within a hospital are where very important decisions regarding a patient's care are made. When healthcare workers don't agree on a patient's care plan, this is where workplace interpersonal conflict becomes an issue. All involved want the best for the patient, although some may have differing views on what's best for the patient's overall care. These issues ultimately affect the patient's health when a conflict delays patient care or distracts healthcare workers from their main duties at the time, leading to potential medical errors. Workplace interpersonal conflicts also can intensify staff burnout rates, hurt team performance, which all directly affect the patient being cared for. There are two types of conflict: constructive and destructive. Constructive conflict is the better of the two types, as it aids in decision-making, judgment, and improves team collaboration. On the other hand, destructive conflict is the type that causes issues of weakened collaboration and poor communication skills, which ultimately leads to decreased patient care. During this COVID-19 pandemic, stressful situations have arisen for many healthcare systems. Depleting resources, increased patient volume, longer shifts, etc. These all may cause an increase in workplace interpersonal conflicts. My workplace, like many others, has experienced workplace interpersonal conflict. New protocols to follow each day, communication lacks some days. Everyone has new stressors within their personal lives. These have all affected my workplace as well as many other healthcare systems around the world. To ensure patient safety, many healthcare systems have adopted incident reporting systems where employees can report any events that may affect patient safety, such as workplace interpersonal conflict. These reporting systems give healthcare professionals and anyone else working within the healthcare facility a voice. While incident reporting systems may be useful for identifying areas of risk to patients, it can be used to specifically measure the medical facility's safety. Once an incident is reported, it is easy to address and resolve it as quickly as possible. If it pertains to workplace interpersonal conflict, the individuals can be confronted by a member of management who can help those individuals work through the issue without affecting patient care. Often medical facilities are so large that it's difficult to keep tabs on all team workflow within that facility. With incident reporting systems in place, it aids in identifying dangers to patients before they even happen. This conflict can be worked through quickly, thus getting back to work as a team for the main goal for doing the most good for the patients. Incident reporting systems are meant to keep patients out of harm's way, but unfortunately, some may abuse that system just to get someone in trouble. This is one reason why these reporting systems can't be used to measure actual safety within a medical facility. The goal for incident reporting systems is that employees will only use the system for the good of the patients. But in the real world, that isn't always the case. To help mitigate the misuse of the reporting system, some healthcare facilities have asked that the person reporting the incident provide a detailed description of the event, why it is bad, who it is affecting or who it could possibly affect, and the person who views the report can look at security footage. This is an option so the person viewing the report, often the healthcare system's legal team, can verify that the event actually did happen and was not just made with malicious intent to get someone in trouble. The medical facilities that participate in incident reporting systems are often very large, and because of that, they generate hundreds of incident reports per month. Viewing hundreds of reports per month can be a workload for the legal team, and many of those incidents may be overlooked. Even when the reports are reviewed, there may not be great enough consequences to keep the incidents from recurring. The proper consequences would be retraining, speaking to those individuals one-on-one, or investigation. These consequences take time and can leave areas understaffed, which possibly leads to more hazards to the patients. The major findings are that conflict arises in many situations, professional, personal, etc. There are many different kinds of conflict, thus there are different ways to manage and resolve those conflicts. One way is through effective communication, and another way is through implementing incident reporting systems. These reporting systems are not foolproof, however, but they do try to mitigate issues with patient safety. Although my workplace has experienced workplace interpersonal conflict, it will be helpful in the future to interview someone to hear their take on how it affects patient care within their workplace. And here are my references. Thank you.